Welcome to episode number 6 of the MLB The Show 20 Postseason Series. And today, let's see, that Red Sox, ALDS, as you can see, the bracket as the Nationals won 8-7, as you didn't see if you know. They won 8-7, and obviously saw the Astros won 5-3. That was, I mean, look at that. I don't know if you can see it, it's a glare, but the Nationals scored 3 in the first, Diamondbacks scored 4 in the first. And then after that, I mean, then the Nationals took the lead, Diamondbacks tied it, Nationals took the lead, Diamondbacks tied it, Nationals took the lead, and 8-7 in the top of the 7th, thanks to Trey Turner's second home run of the game. So, a reliever from the bullpen got the win for the Nationals, and the reliever from the bullpen got the loss for Diamondbacks, and then Doolittle, his closer, got the win, or got the save. Stars in the wild card got the win. Grandy got the win. Kluber got the loss. Ozuna got the save. Did you do that? It's Mariana, I think, and then Rodriguez. And if I'm saying this wrong, if you're that Oakland native down, sorry, but you did request an A's versus Red Sox postseason in Boston, so I'm doing it. So be happy, please. Because, I mean, I wasn't even planning on doing that in the postseason until I saw it coming, and I decided to do it. So, yeah. So don't complain, please. Because you disliked the video that you commented me, and I think you disliked my last video. So, shouldn't dislike this one. And you might anyways if they lose. And, yeah. I have to grab I forgot. I still haven't activated the other controller, so I have to do that, and there's only some private information, so I have to block it. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that, just some private information. Oh, a last name that you can't see. So it's called Vinny J. No, nothing is not talking about J. Here we go. 7:05 Eastern at Fenway Park. Okay. Play full game. The Red Sox will be the gold controller and the A's will be the blue controller. Here we go. Road for the A's, home for the Red Sox. And then the Red Sox player shown there, I think that was JD Martinez. Holes 37,949, open in 1912. So this is time out the season, I think there's 102, 104. It's the 108th season of 108 year that come out the season that Fenway Park's been open. So here we go. Broadcast, MLB Network, clear, Quick Counts on, and cloud cover, clear skies. Here we go. Well, has 80 versus 81. Righty versus, or lefty versus lefty, actually. And they do have JD Martinez, their highest rated overall player. And, JD Martinez is the DH, and then Chris Davis is the DH for the A's. Here we go. And the play-by-play answer for this game, by the way. We are here at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts. It is the 2020 ALDS between the Oakland A's and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. Vinny J here in Studio 42, aka the Man Cave. Welcome to our postseason coverage here on MLB Network. And here's the stats. The starter for the Red Sox, he has the most wins, 19, 3.81 ERA, and 213 strikeouts. As ready, the winner will move on to play the Astros or the Twins in the LCS, and the loser will go home. Lions and first pitch coming up next. Eduardo Rodriguez, 34 starts, 19 assists, 3.81 ERA, 203 and 1/3 innings, 195 hits, 1.33 WHIP, 75 walks, and 213 strikeouts. As the winner will play the Astros or the Twins in the ALCS, and the loser will go home. Here we go. Here's Chris Dave. Not sure this is. That's a ground ball, fielded by Bodarts. Throw to first, got him. One down. That was Simeon. He's the lineup for the Oakland A's. Marcus Simeon, Ron Lorano, Matt Chapman, Matt Olson, Mark Cannon, Chris Davis, Robbie Grossman, Sean Murphy, and Sean Murphy, and who was that last time? Franklin Batia. Bear Arano, I guess. Here we go. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball. A line out to center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. And number 2 batter, it's on for the A's. We got 1-1 count. That's a ground, could be 2. Let's send him for 1, the first. And that's a low throw, but he was able to catch it. Won it by the A's, but he's stranded he's a right on double play. The score after middle of 1, the score is 0-0. Sean Manaea, 5 starts, 4-0 record, 1.21 ERA, 29 2/3 innings, 16 hits, 0.78 WHIP, 7 walks, and 30 strikeouts. But that's only through 5 starts, minimum starts. I think he got hurt or something during the 2019 stats, so I guess he got hurt during the season, I'm not sure. Here's been in 10 days. That's a ground ball, back to the pitcher for the A's. Throw it at first, turns around, he's a lefty. That is in time. Throw out 1-3, 1 down. And here's the starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Andrew Benintendi, Rafael Devers, Andrew Bodart, J.D. Martinez, Mitch Moreland, Michael Chavis, Jackie Bradley Jr., Christian Vasquez, and Kevin Pillar. 269 average, third in the AL. Third in the AL. Here's Rafael Devers. Got thrown out of the play by Eddie Rosario. When they played the Twins, that is crushed! Deep left field, that will go over the wall into the Red Sox bullpen for an automatic double. So I thought I was the right fielder, so that's why I was running a perfect hit. As here comes Xander Bogaerts. That's a foul ball. 1-2 count. Devers at center base. Swing and a miss as Bogaerts goes down on strikes. 2 down. And here's the postseason bracket. You didn't see the Nationals won the wild card game. The Astros won the AL wild card game, and they're playing the Twins. And the Nationals are playing the Cubs. Obviously, it's the Astros at Twins and the Nationals at Cubs. And the Nationals did play the Cubs in the NLDS in my last postseason bracket. The difference is that the Nationals are home team because it was the series that the 2 other division winners play each other. That's a base hit! Base hit! Here comes Devers around third! and there'll be no play as the Red Sox have taken the first lead of the game, 1-0. 1-0 Red Sox thanks to RBI single by J.D. Martinez. And there'll be no play. That's been something. I'll tell you what, though. You know, leave a comment down below. Our announcer and said it was in a walkout situation. That's all I know to say. 3-2 count. There goes the runner. Beats it 3-2. High fly ball. As I don't know why it's doing that. As that will be caught by the center fielder. But the Red Sox score 1 run on 2 hits and a runner left. And the one that scores Red Sox 1 and the Athletics 0. And now Olsen shifted down to the right side of the infield and outfield. That's a ground ball. Charging his Bogarts. Throw to first, and they die by about a step. 1 down. And here's the defense for the Boston Red Sox. Andrew Bantena, Jaddy Bradley Jr., Teva Pilar in the outfield. Mitch Merlin, Michael Chavis, Xander Bogaerts, Rafael Devers in the infield. Christian Vázquez behind the plate, and obviously Edwin Rodriguez on the mound. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. Charging is the second baseman. Then he became not charged, and he's gonna get in there. So base hit, the A's second of the game. Well, you could say A's is short for athletics. Usually see Matt Sturgeon say A's. Well, he said athletics for when they showed the starting lineup, but here's Chris Davis. That is a ground ball. Could be 2. They're still on the bat for the first double play. A 4-3 double play. Then, second straight inning for 2 innings, Athletics have grounded into 2 double plays. Middle of 2 the scores, Athletics are Red Sox 1 and the Athletics 0. Oh, right there he said A's. I think he only said Athletics for the starting lineup. 1-1 count. There's a slant. Is that gone? Deep right field or center field. Gone. Michael Chavis. His first home run of the day, or first home run of the postseason at dead center field, and it's 2-0 Red Sox. A solo homer to dead center field by Michael Chavis, his first of the postseason, and it's 2-0 Red Sox. 420. Oh, 13 feet off. As it is now 2-0 Red Sox in the second inning. So I'm not sure who this guy is. Jaddy Bradley Jr., I believe. Yes, it is. 1-1 count. That's a smack. But instead of staying in the ballpark, right center field, going about his center fielder, and he makes the catch. Stationary in right center field. 1 down. Here's the defense for the Oakland Athletics. Robbie Grossman, Romeo Laureano, Mark in the outfield, Mount Olson, Franklin, Barrett O, Mark DeSemian, Matt Chapman in the infield. Seeing Martin behind the plate, obviously. Who's the pitcher? Seeing Matier on the mound, I guess. 1-1 count. That's a smash base hit. So, and then I'll throw to first, but he could have, probably would have been safe, but first baseman wasn't even covering the bases. Here comes Kevin Pillar, the number 9 batter, the runner at first, 1 out. That's a ground ball, could be 2. Back to the pitcher. Why did he? Okay, he threw to second because I don't know why he spun like that. That is not in time. As here comes Benintendi. That score's decision is a base hit. That's a ground ball. That could be 2. To center for 1. To first. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. But then to a solo homer by Michael Chavis, he has given the Red Sox a 2-0 lead after 2 innings of play. Robbie Grossman, the former Twin, a few years ago. I'm not sure when it was. That was like 3 years ago, I think. Grossman, ground ball, fielded by a second baseman. Throw to first in time. Sean Murphy. On count. That's a ground ball. Charging is the center baseman. Throw to first is in time. There comes the number 9 batter, as they're sent down in order, right? Or not in order, but to face the minimum right now because they have 2 hits, but both were right time double play. That's a ground ball to the center baseman. All 3 outs are 4-3 and the inning's over. 1-2-3 go the A's. Middle of 3, the score remains. The Red Sox 2 and the A's 0. Here's Rafael Devers, 1 for 1 with that automatic double earlier and a run scored. That's a ground ball past the pitcher in the center field. He's 2 for 2 with a double single and a run scored. He scored the first run for the Red Sox. As they have 1 run in the first, now 1 in the second, and now they have a runner at first. Nobody out in the third. That's a ground ball, could be 2. The center for 1. The first 6-4-3 double play, 2 down. So both teams have rounded into, I believe, 2 double plays aside. They're almost 3 innings of this ball game. So almost a third of the way into this ball game. That's a smack! Good thing it didn't hit anybody. That's a base hit. So it's 2 out single by Martinez. I'm not sure what JD stands for, but that was really strange. Let's look at the show technology. That was 111 miles per hour. Launch angle is 5 degrees. Perfect. 111 off the bat. And that is a base hit! Base hit! And apparently they down in between first and second, so it's on single out on advance, and end of 3 the score is Red Sox 2 and the A's 0. I don't know why it does that. We're back. As it's a 3-2 count to, I don't know who this is. Simeon. That's a smack! Going back to the deepest part of the park! To the triangle, basically, because it's 420 back there. As that probably hit I would say, maybe 395, as that's caught by Jetty Bradley Jr. And now it's perfect, about 5 feet in front of the warning track. That's a ground ball. They didn't send down in order. They do have 2 hits. Is that ball almost a high throw, but the first baseman was able to keep his foot on the bat, 2 down. They have 2 hits, but both were on a race on a double play in the first and second inning. That's a ground ball, and that's their 3rd hit. And 2 outs and no double play on this one. So time of the play. And remember, it's only 310 in the monster, but you really have to hit it at least, like, I would say 50 feet. So probably the shortest home run you can hit is probably like in left field. In right field, you could have hit like 310 because of the pesky pole in right field. As that ball is caught by Jetty Bradley Jr. and it's over. 1 by the A's, but he's trying at first base, middle of 4. The score is Red Sox 2 and the A's 0. Michael Chavis made it 2-0 with a homer in the second inning. That was the dead center field over the hit the tarp above to the seats in center field, which I don't know. Sometimes they do have them open, but in this day they don't because they don't have any fans there because that's the batter's eye basically. 3-1 count. Hitters count to Jetty Bradley Jr. That's crushed. Deep right field. Can he rob it? And he dives! And that ball is gone! Jetty Bradley Jr. His first home run of the postseason, and it's 3-0 Red Sox. A solo homer to right center field. And by Jetty Bradley Jr.'s first of the postseason, and it's 3-0 Red Sox. As you can see, the right fielder gave me the circle that jumped when that last circle appeared. As you can see, he really didn't jump up. He really dove. I don't know why he dove. I mean, I have R1 that be dive and jump. Not sure why he dove, didn't jump. I'm not sure. I believe that landed in the A's bullpen. That goes right off the pitcher, then right to the third baseman in time. Throw out 1-5-3, 1 down. Here comes the catcher. The manager will stand. No one will come. The catcher will come up to the pitcher, but the trainer and the manager will remain in the A's dugout down the third. Will stay in the A's dugout, which is the third base dugout here at Fenway Park. As it's 3-0. 1-1 pitch. That's a ground ball. Fielded by the second baseman for the A's. Throw to first is low, but it's pitched by the first baseman. But into a solo homer to right center field by Jackie Bradley Jr. has given the Red Sox a 3-0 lead after 4 innings of play. You're watching ALDS here on MLB Network. We'll be right back. And we're back to Fenway Park in Boston. Let's start on the field and check in with Heidi Watney.
Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle. Thank you, Heidi.
Nearly down, and they're at top of the fifth now. It's 3-0 Red Sox. That's a pop-up on the infield. In foul territory. And he makes the catch. 1 down. There's the 8. I mean, they have 3 hits. 2 are reaching on double play. So really, I mean, this is right now is their Chris Davis. That's a smack base hit. And they're trying for a 9-3, but it won't be in time, as the first person did cover. Now 9-3, and he's on with a single. Time runs on deck now. That is a base hit! Another base hit! Trying for another 9-3, but this time the first baseman was not on the bag. So now time runs over the plate in the form of the catcher. Time runs at the plate. Number 8 batter's up. That is a pop fly, center field. And here comes the runner. And he is thrown out at third. Middle of 5. The score remains 3-0 Red Sox. That's a ground ball. Cut off by Simeon. Throw to first. Got him by half a step. What a play. There could be a challenge, though. Yeah, the Red Sox will have up to 20 seconds to challenge that call at first base. I'm not sure that. We never saw the umpires. That's not the wrong controller. As was the out. He was safe. So 6 seconds left to challenge. It looked like he beat it by, I would say, well, it was really probably half a step, and I believe that's Jerry Simmons. So I think it's the truth, but I think the home plate umpire could be Patrick Johnson. We'll see after this in the game law. It was he saved, and it looked like, yeah, he beat it by half a step. So here's a call from the home plate umpire. The first base umpire is over there, but does not have to have phones on. The call by the home plate umpire is saved. That's the call from the replay center in Manhattan, and he's on. And here comes Devers. He's 2 for 2 with a double single and a run scored. Scored the first Red Sox run. That's a fly ball. Really deep. I mean, that's almost to the warning track, but it's caught by Laureano in center field, left center field, but caught by the center fielder in left center field. 1 down. And here comes Bogart. It's over 2. A strikeout and a ground out. That's the ground. Could be 2. To center for 1. To first. 6-4-3 double play, and the inning's over. Won it by the Red Sox plays the race on the double play. And the 5, the score is the Red Sox 3 and the A's 0. Let's try the over 1 on the game, as they got to start doing something knowing because they're down their final 12 outs. They only have 4 more at bats, and they're down by 3. That's a smash! Me, perfect, really deep. Going back is Bradley, but he makes the catch. Not even about a foot in front of the warning track. Here's Marcus Simeon, top of the order. That was perfect by the number 9 batter. That's a fly ball. That will not be. Could it be caught? Yes, it is. Looked at his elbow by the right fielder in right center field. That looked like it wasn't going to be caught. As now they're down to their final 10 outs, the A's are, and they're getting shut out. got blown out in the wild card game last year at like 5-1 or something. Throw to first. It's in time. 1-2-3 to the A's, and they're down 3-0 after 5.5 innings of play. Here we go, as we'll find who the umpires are after this. And here's J.D. Martinez trying to extend the lead. Maybe home run over the monster. That's a fly ball. That could be 4-0. Deep. Joe Matt is the right fielder. Bam against the wall in right field. One down, as he was about, I would say, 2 feet away from giving the my Mark Cannon top speed 17 miles per hour, route efficiency 99%, and a distance covered 111 feet. Mitch Moreland now, and no action in either bullpen. They're both in right field. The Red Sox are that is crushed, and that will split the outfielders. That will split the outfielders. 17 speed, and I believe that's Moreland. And here's Chavis. That's a ground ball. Won't be a run. Throw to first is in time. Runner at third, 2 outs now. But if you're the A's, you can't. I mean, it's going to be hard to come back down 4-0 with only 3 at bats left. So, or come back down 4-0. It's only hard to come back down 3-0, but it's only harder if you're down 4-0 because you need 4 runs. But you're still within a grand slam right now, and even it's 4-0. That's a ground ball. Cut up by the center baseman. Throw to first. Got him. And the Red Sox strand runner at third base, and the 6th score remains the Red Sox 3 and the A's 0. There's Mark Cannon 1 for 2 with a single. Trying to get something going here. That's a ground ball. 65 feet picked up by Rodriguez. Throw to first. Not in time. Beat it by about half a step. So and now this is the final challenge. No matter if they win or lose it for the Red Sox, they have now 15 seconds to challenge. As if you want the A, they didn't need to stand. And yeah, 7 and it looks like that the batter, and I'll say no, was as it was tall, and this is what you need. That's a ground. Oh my goodness! Almost took center base umpire's head off as he had to duck. I'm not sure who that is, but either way, time runs coming to play in form of Mark Cannon, and that was a perfect. And remember, he can hit it over the monster in a hurry. That's a ground ball. Could be 2. Bono himself. Throw to first. Runner at third, 2 outs. That's not what you wanted. That's what the Red Sox wanted, but the A's, I mean, down in the final 7 outs, you got to get this run here now. Here's Chris Davis. So Chris Davis, he's trying to get this run on to make it 3-1. That's a ground ball or a fly ball deep to the triangle on the warning track, but he makes the catch about 410 feet out there, and the inning's over. 7th inning stretch time here at Fenway Park in Boston. The score is the Red Sox 3 and the A's 0. Here's Tristan Vázquez on 7th, 3-0 Red Sox. That's a fly ball going back to center fielder, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Kevin Pillar over 2 ground. That's number 9 batter now up. Top of the order to follow. That's a ground ball. Picked up by Cannon. Or Chapman. Throw to first is in time. 2 down. Danger Benintendi. As they have Chase Dickman warming up. And A's bullpen, right center field. A middle-relief pitcher, a left-handed pitcher. No action in the Red Sox bullpen yet. And that's a ground ball. Fielded by a center baseman. Throw to first is low, but it's picked by the first baseman. And at 7, the score remains 3-0 Red Sox. Here we go. Here's Robbie Grossman as they're starting to form up Matt Barnes in the bullpen in right center field. That's a ground ball. Cut off by the center baseman. Throw to first. Gone in by half a step. One down. And they're starting to warm up Matt Barnes, the setup man, and the closer, Brandon Workman. As they're up by 3. It is a safe situation. That's a fly ball. Going back to the right fielder. And he makes the catch like to the zone in right center field. 3-0 Red Sox. And the A's are down to their final 4 outs. Here's Brandon Barreto. That's a ground ball. Fielded by Bogarts. Throw to first is in time. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're running out of time. Middle of 8. The score remains 3-0 Red Sox. As the only shot on the postseason bracket my last postseason bracket was Cubs lost 5-0. Here the Red Sox are up 3-0. Devers, base hit. And you might see a starter come out. He's giving up 3 earned runs on him. 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Here's Devers. And here comes Jake Dittman, the lefty mineral league pitcher. First appearance in the postseason. It's the first game for the A's, so that's his first appearance. That's a fly ball. Coming at the right fielder, and he makes the catch like a gazelle. 1 down. As the Red Sox have 3 runs on 11 hits, no errors. A's have no runs on 7 hits, no errors. That's the ground ball. Could be 2 to center for 1. The first. A 3-6-3 double play. The A's need 3 runs to tie, 4 to take the lead in the top of the 9th. And the score remains 3-0 Red Sox. 1-2-3 drew up for the A's in the top of the 9th. And here comes the closer, Brandon Workman. Trying to shut him down, send the Red Sox to the LCS to play the Astros or the Twins. That's a smack up the middle, base hit. And remember, it's 1-2-3 due up, so I mean, I think 3 is not Chris Davis, but Simeon. Perfect, maybe. And yeah, perfect. Not what you wanted if you're closer. That's a foul ball. Remains 3-2 as if this runner can get on via whatever Liriano, as he can get on. Time on turn of the plate. That's a ground ball, and he will tag the runner going between first and second. Got him, and Tannen's first. Safe at first. Here's Chapman with 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He can now time run some of the plate. That's a foul ball. 1-2 to Matt Chapman. He got it on to bring the time run to the plate. Double play does end it. That's a fly ball. That will find the seats. Remains 1-2 to Matt Chapman. That's a fly ball. Going back is the right fielder. And he makes the catch, and the A's are down their final out. Runner at first, 2 outs as trying to avoid the shutout. 2-1 count. Here's Olsen. Season hangs in the balance. That's a ground ball. Could do it. Picked up by the first baseman. Takes it himself. Scored it. 3-6, and the Red Sox have won 3-0 over the A's. And they move on to the ALCS to play the Astros or the Twins. They shut out the A's 3-0. They got 2 of their 3 runs off home runs by Michael Chavis and Jackie Bradley Jr. The closer, Edward Rodriguez, who went 8 innings. As he did hand the ball to the closer, as he went the player of the game, 8 innings, no earned runs, no earned runs. The Red Sox won 3-0 over the Oakland A's. Oh, there you have it. Those are 8 innings, 7 hits. Starter, Edward Rodriguez with 8 innings, 7 hits, no strikeouts, no runs, no walks. The A's starter went 7 innings, 11 hits, 1 strikeout, 3 earned runs, no walks. Brandon Workman 1 inning, 1 hit, no strikeouts, no earned runs, no walks. The A's have no runs and 8 hits, no errors, and the Red Sox have 3 runs on 11 hits, no errors. They got 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and nothing after that. The 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, nothing after that. The 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and the 9th, there were none because they already won. Emmanuel Chavis got the first 1 for 3 with a homer, RBI, and a run scored. Jackie Bradley Jr. same line, 1 for 3 with a home run, RBI, and a run scored. Devers 3 for 4 with a double and a run scored. I hit 3 singles, and then Mitch Mullen 2 for 3 with a double. I hit 2 singles as well. I'm not sure about the other RBI. I think it was the person after Devers. So he got the automatic double, and then the next guy then drove in with a single to center field. That was in the first inning, so yeah. Well, next episode of the series will be the Astros at Twins, which should be Saturday, and then I'm not sure what about after Twins made it to the ALCS, and I'll film the ALCS. If they don't, it'll be the ALCS and the NLCS. So, but yeah, that episode, that video, and the video of the World Series Championship game will come sometime next week. Okay, guys, time for the No Boarding Pets episode. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandmother, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm going to see you in episode number 7 of this MLB The Show 20 postseason series. See you in episode number 7. And you ought to bait them.